Welcome to Salt Lake City. I'm Steve.
And I'm Derek.
And it's been a hell of a week. So much so that today, and you might hear in the background, we have shop dogs, comfort animals, with us. Not just Bo, but my dog Copper.
Just hanging out.
Just hanging out in the shop.
They're all part of the quarantine.
Yeah.
Speaking of which.
Yeah, so let's talk about why it's been a week, Derek.
Well, the coronavirus is rampaging through the world, and I mean, that's something that's got everybody a little bit on edge. And then for us here in
Locally,
Salt Lake City, we had a magnitude 5.7 earthquake yesterday morning. So everybody woke up to that. So everybody's just a little,
we're a little on edge.
It's been intense.
It was to the point where I was like, if frogs start falling out of the sky.
What he means is Old Testament, Mr. Mayor.
Real wrath of God.
Fire and brimstone coming down from the skies.
Yeah.
Human sacrifice, dogs and cats living together, mass hysteria.
In fact, the reason the dogs are here is to make sure they don't move in with cats.
Yeah, one of the reasons.
Yeah.
Enough, I get the point.
I think the first wake-up call was last Wednesday when one of the Utah Jazz was diagnosed.
Keep it.
Rita Wilson, Tom Hanks.
I've been blown up! Take me to the hospital! Take me to the hospital, I'm sick.
All diagnosed, and it's like, wait a second,
This is happening to famous people?
This doesn't happen to famous people. So on top of all of that, I get a message that my office is now saying everybody work from home. Then I get up, I'm getting up ready for work yesterday, and then suddenly there's a 5.7 earthquake.
Around here, they're still worried
it's
about
a freaking earthquake!
Earthquake back and forth.
Holy
about
cow.
it and telling us
we're in the middle of an earthquake, Tony.
This is a lot for them to really handle. Again,
oh my
this
God.
is impacting 1,000. Oh, are you guys okay?
Oh my gosh.
Are you guys okay?
We are. Oh my gosh.
Which I know, like, residents of California are like, whatever, but for us, it's like a big deal. So just like give us a break.
If we weren't already at like an 8, now we're at an 11. I've never experienced anything like that. I've lived through tornadoes and hurricanes. That's my first earthquake, and I will take a hurricane. If it's a tornado, I can say, hey, Derek, look, tornado.
Yeah, there is a thing
there
coming,
it is.
But an earthquake's just like
everywhere.
Yeah. Which brings us to our point. The world's quarantined, the world's shut down. Something that Steve and I think makers the world over have used sort of as like individual therapy is we'll engage in a project. So, Salt Lake City is we're issuing a challenge to you. Well, I don't care if you are a ABS master blacksmith. I don't care if you are a third grader that just figured out what paper mache is. I don't care if you're somebody that has access to a $250,000 5-axis CNC mill.
If you are, call us. We need to talk. Or if you're someone who just has an X-Acto knife and a piece of paper.
The Keep Calm and Make On challenge.
We know that you can't necessarily go out to the store and buy all of the supplies you'd need for your perfect project. Or go to your neighbor, because right now we're trying to stay socially distant.
Which, by the way, Steve, you're way too close to me, bro.
You've got stuff in your house. You've got milk cartons. Got plenty of toilet paper rolls.
Maybe not.
Make something.
We all have a lot of time on our hands right now. Take this opportunity, think of something like a cool little project, something you would want to show off to the world, maybe something that like would be useful in your life, and make it with the things that you have in and around your house, in your garage, in your basement. Make something, and then like let's see what everybody makes. We're each going to participate in this challenge individually, by the way.
Our families are going to participate in the challenges. We want everybody to participate in the challenges. So whatever you do, post it on Facebook. You can post it on our Facebook page. You can post it on Instagram at Salt Lake City. You can post it, post comments if it's a YouTube video, and you post it, link to it in the comments below. But make sure you tag us in it at Salt Lake City, and then hashtag keep calm and make on. I'm going to include an email address right here that you can email to if for some reason you can't put it on Instagram or you can't put it on Facebook, but you still want to share it. If you do a YouTube video of it, share it.
Absolutely.
So we're excited to see what you do. We can use this as kind of a group therapy to get through what's kind of a difficult time.
I think I'm going to build a flux capacitor as my project.
This is what makes time travel possible.
I'll tell you what, I'll build a Mr. Fusion. And
in the meantime, take comfort in knowing that, like, even though this is a very stressful time and, like, kind of in certain ways, an unprecedented time in our history as humanity, like, at the end of the day, everything is going to be fine. By just keeping ourselves busy, occupying our time with productive efforts, and just keeping a positive, hopeful attitude.
And if you're worried about it, just know that we're going through it with you. So I normally do the sign off where I say, go make something. Today we're gonna change it up a bit. So after you're watching this video, keep calm and make on.
Are you telling me that you built a time machine out of a DeLorean?
The way I see it, if you're gonna build a time machine into a car, why not do it with some style?